Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Happy Independence Day. Today is a beautiful day to express freedom in whatever way that comes naturally and organically to you. Dan is over here wrapping a pendant, and I felt guided to come and do a collective reading on this beautiful day. Waking up in the middle of the woods is so magical. So grateful. Freedom to move, freedom to be, freedom to go wherever we please, it's the dream. So, freedom to love in whatever way. Alrighty. I have my chime and my singing bowl. Ooh. Should I flip you over and say hi to Dan? Boop boop. How do I do it on this?
Phone, I think.
Let's take a picture. I'm just gonna turn it around. That works, I guess. How's everyone feeling? Take a nice deep breath. Be open to receive. I ask all my angels and guides, ascended masters, to come in for this reading to bring the highest message for the collective on this beautiful day of freedom. Alrighty. Ooh, that's a nice card. So the first deck that I used is the Sacred Creators Oracle. This one is the Oracle of the Seven Energies. I'm going to get 2 cards from each deck. Sometimes it's different. I just kind of go by whatever I'm guided to do, and seems like 2 cards is the way to go. It's balanced harmonics. It's really union between the masculine and the feminine, within and without. Okay, we've got 2 from this deck. Some jumpers. Someone's here excited to give a reading. You know, it's your angels. They always appreciate it when you ask them to be involved. The same with God. Co-creation is creating everything with God. And acknowledging that. Having awareness that God is creating everything with you and through you. Everything becomes so much more grand. And you can feel the excitement. You can feel the high vibrational energy. This deck is the Oracle of Abundance deck. Or no, Ascendance. Ascendance. Oh, snap. What was that? This is a new deck, so... Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't think when they were going to jump out, but here we are. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. I'll get this book back out because these are symbols, and the Oracle of Ascendance, the card that came out for this one is Keither, and it's a white circle. And then in the next message, we got the element of spirit. So that one's really sweet. I'm going to read the descriptions from the book for those two. The colors really resonate with me for this first message. It's pretty interesting that two of the cards have like really, really, really white presences. You know, that white energy is really coming through strong. It's really freedom. It's a lot of air energy. Dan's a Libra. It's an air sign, and it's just freedom and balance, you know, liberation. And I mean, that's really what today is all about. Having the connection, allowing the energy to flow freely through your vessel. And this card that came out is feeling the world. So with that energy, with the white energy of freedom, we can feel the world. There are no boundaries. The only boundaries that we have in the feeling realms are ones that we place upon ourselves. So I implore you, really, spend some time in meditation. If you want to visualize holding the world in your hand and just becoming part of it, you are part of all that is. If you go outside, you can feel the wind just move against you, just like it does a tree, just like it does a blade of grass. We are part of everything. Feeling the world. There's so much to feel. And then soul on fire. And it's when you reach that stillness and you feel and observe everything around you, you can also feel and observe everything inside of you. And that's where infinity is. That's where unlimited potential and possibilities are. Traveling to different realms, experiencing different things, talking to different beings, communicating with God. You will find your soul fire, the soul flame that exists within you in the stillness when you feel the world. Let's see, I'm gonna look this up. The Keither, Kether, this beautiful sphere in the color of white. Here we go. Crown is the first sphere of the tree of life, found at its top and referred to as the crown of the tree of life. It represents the creator or divine and the energy out of which all things are created. Keither acts as a divider of light and dark, reflected in the next two following spheres of the Tree of Life, Bina and Chokmah. It is the sphere of compassion and represents thought beyond the mind's comprehension, especially that which we cannot see or imagine. When Keither appears in your reading, you're being told that the divine are always present and ready to aid you when you need help. Have you asked for that help? If so, have you paid attention to how that help is being presented? Separation is the key here. Distance yourself from the situation in order to see beyond it. And that's what it is. It's like so easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, and your mind gets so crazy and spinning. But when you remove yourself from all 3D things and give yourself that place of peace, that is when the communication comes through. Everybody wants to be able to hear their intuition clearer, and it's really just the matter of listening. Next message. Find your sacred flow. That's a beautiful card. This is a lot of orange energy. That's the sacral chakra. It's also creation energy. So if you're having blockages in regards to your creativity and things that you could be co-creating with God, getting into that place where you're in that zone away from all 3D influences really will help you with divine inspiration. Ask the question, what will bring me the most joy to co-create with God? And that first thing that pops into your awareness is the one that you should jump on. You know, at least give it a shot. Do it with excitement, with no expectations. Because right now we're going through parts where we're awakening genius. These are all of our ancient codes that we're bringing in from past lives. We've had so many different past lives and we've created so many different things. We can bring in all of those codes into this reality. We're already masters. Feel that. Awaken it. but you can't do it without reaching that space of peace and serenity within yourself so you can listen and hear and have time to heal and absorb and integrate and download. Element of spirit. This is a very spiritual reading today. Love it. Connection. It's all about connection. Let me get my own song. Pop-up video. I have to do that every time. Where is this one? This could be in with the elements and not the symbols. Elements, elemental symbols, elemental symbols. Here it is. As above, so below. Ooh. Spirit, the fifth element, governs the above and below, heaven and earth. It combines the energies of the four other elements to provide enlightenment, insight, psychic ability, and connection with the higher self and the divine. Its color is purple. It represents the all and the nothing, and it governs all other planets and elements. The 13th zodiac sign, Ouroboros, is also governed by the element of spirit. When this fifth element appears in your reading, you are asked to detach and approach situations from a removed standpoint. Do not allow the mundane and the physical to overly affect the work that you do. Remember that change is always a constant. Approaching a disagreeable situation with this attitude will allow you the knowledge to change it. When this card is reversed, you are lacking a governance of spirit in your life, which can lead to illness, disconnect, and depression. Temper the elements of the physical realm with the light of spirit. The results may surprise you. And that is full feeling. Get out in nature, fully feel. And then you can connect to all that is. And that's the spirit of all that is. And, it's distraction, especially during the holidays. We're surrounded by people from our family that maybe no longer resonate with us. And it's easy to fall back into things, people, places, and things that no longer serve us. But we don't have to do that. We have the ability to be the change in that 3D environment. If you stay true and authentic to who you are and keep resonating your light and be the love in any situation, you can say, I can't be moved. I can't be shaken. Just like a tree doesn't stop being a tree just because there's pricker bushes around. I hope you like the reading. I love you guys. Dan is almost done with this pendant. Maybe we should stay on and wait for him to finish. This one is really fast. It's only 13 minutes into the reading. Maybe I'll do some crystal bowls. We got update on Camper Life, Pop-Up Life. We went shopping yesterday and got all of the necessary gadgets and pots and pans and things so that we can cook in our pop-up. There is a stove in here, and we have a propane tank on the front. And we were not sure if there was any propane in it at all. The lady didn't really know. So yesterday, we wanted to make coffee in the pop-up, and Dan checked it out. Seems like it's pretty full. It's working. We had coffee this morning. So I'm really excited to cook today. I feel like I'm going to make a simple vegetable curry with rice in the pop-up. And I'll record it because, a lot of people are afraid to cook. We have one kind of seasoning. It's like an all seasoning. We have vegetables, we have rice, and we have some hot sauce and water. And you can make the nicest, most tastiest, simple curry with all of those ingredients. So excited to do that. Stay tuned if you are watching and you want to check it out. This may be in The future time is an illusion, though. So look for that video too. All right. All right, all right, all right. Chris the Bull. Whoop, whoop. I remember when I was still in the 3D, around the holiday times, I felt obligated to go to the family parties, even though I could like project what it was going to be like, because it was always the same. We always did the same things, ate the same foods, had the same sort of conversations. And I knew that really none of those activities were going to be like the highest for me. And at this point, we really want to make sure that we're doing things that are keeping us in our highest vibration. And like, if there is something you'd rather do, if there's some place you'd rather be, then you have to look at that. Sure, we can be content anywhere, but that's not the highest timeline. Highest timeline is pure joy and bliss. And it's out there. And if you're unsure of what that is, you can ask the angels, and there's no reason to feel guilty. There's no reason to feel shame. There's no reason to fall into the disappointment of others with their expectations of where you should be, how you should act, what the holidays should be like, you know? It's a freedom day. It's a freedom of self-expression, soul exploration, creativity, and love. What does your soul want? Be free to do that. Have the divine masculine inside of you take action in the physical to carry out what your divine feminine is saying. I want to dance and make music, not sit around and watch football. Finished. Can I show?
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about like eye gazing. My dear friend Emily, if you want to check her out, Indigo Activation, she was talking about eye gazing yesterday when we were having a chat in the group. And I feel Dan and I have like these crazy powerful eyes. So here, let me gaze into the camera and you can give me feedback on as to whether or not you felt my intention, which is unconditional love. So if you feel like a sparkly pink energy flowing through your body into your heart, all over your body, like the warmest hug and the fuzziest blanket, let me know. Okay, just gaze into my eyes. Ready? Tell me how you felt. Okay. So this is this obsidian?
Black onyx.
Ah, black onyx. That's incredible. These are amazing amulets for protection. If you have a difficult time being an empath and being out in public where you feel that everyone's energy is just constantly getting stuck to you, then this is really good for that. It's good for protection and shielding. You set your intention for it to like form a bubble of light around you, and it definitely does that. It's also really good for grounding. If you find yourself like flighty all the time, always just like spacing out, all of these stones that are black, grounding and protection, are very, very prominent in the way that they assist you. So this is so beautiful, Dan. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
If you have a stone or there's a specific stone you'd like wrapped, Dan can definitely do custom orders. He has this beautiful gift of vision, of visualizing what it's going to look like in the end. So it's grand. So great. Oh, I think he's actually going to do another one right now. So stay tuned. We'll post pictures. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Happy Freedom Day. God bless.